Hello everybody, happy Sunday. I wanted to talk about breaking generational curses. I saw a quote and they said when it says it runs in a family, that's when you tell them that's where it runs out. You have to start refusing to inherit dysfunction, and you have to learn new ways of living instead of repeating what you lived through. And I feel like we are so focused on feeling like we have problems and something's wrong with us because we have a dysfunctional family or environment that we grew up in. And I realize in the adult life, everyone decides to use that as an excuse on why they act the way they act. But once you're out of that, there is no excuse to continue that, because at the end of the day, you are your own person and they are not you, and they're not going to live through you, because you have to live through yourself on breaking that cycle. I realize it's very easy to excuse a lot of behavior due to experiences and saying, well, this is the way I am because I went through this. But you're not going through it anymore. And it's up to us to be able to be self-aware about it and decide that we want to move in a different direction instead of repeating history. History repeats itself only if you want to. And that's a choice. I feel like a lot of us are very stuck in the past and simply just make excuses in life. And I feel like the way you look at the world and self-improvement stems from a choice. When you decide to take action into that choice and realize that you are not going to be what you lived through and you're not going to repeat what you lived through, that's when the cycle starts to break itself. I've learned breaking cycles requires hurt. That could be family, friends, relationships. People don't realize that even some relationships stem from what you've been through. But it doesn't have to be your life. A lot of older generations I know will sit there and say, well, this is exactly how everything planned out for me and going forward. So that means you have to live through that too. That means you have to be exactly who they are also. It's going to hurt to break the cycle. But that's where you start to see the growth. I literally was just telling someone yesterday that I realized I started seeing growth when I decided to end a cycle knowing that it hurt me in the moment. Hurt comes along with everything. We're human, we have emotions, it's gonna happen. But that hurt will continue if you decide to repeat the cycle. If you want to let that hurt go and you want to continue to see the growth and you want to continue to live your life in a new light, that's when you decide. Other people's way of living